Going to run through some trade ideas for the S&P, crude, and gold. So let's go ahead and not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. We don't have any high impact news coming up today that we need to worry about. So that allows us just to focus wholly on the market and what opportunities may be there. Starting over here, going left to right, starting with the S&P, we're looking at a long bias. So 4-hour bias is long, 30-minute bias is long. Had some positive vaccine news late Friday over the weekend. So obviously hopium is being smoked pretty heavily in the marketplace. So with the heavy smoking of hopium, we've got a continued upward movement here, running back up towards 3,700 maybe. We'll see. Big things to watch here would be for the BTX method, we're just going to stay on the sidelines and let the market pull back. So we'd like to see the market make a lower highs and lower lows like it's doing now. I'd like to see it pull back, and then we'll play a breakout of the previously closed lower high. If it keeps pulling back and never breaks back out, then obviously we're not in a trade. But for right now, we want to see if the market pulls back and gives us that opportunity here. Pretty big gap from Friday to Monday. Would not be surprised if we saw the market pull back down here around 3660 area. If it does, that'd be a good spot to potentially look for buy opportunities on the bounce over there. But very possible that the market could just once it gets into regular trading hours, could just continue to push higher. But we do want to watch for that. If it do start pulling back, watch for that. Lower highs, lower lows, play a breakout of that previously closed lower high. All right. Over on crude, same thing. We're in a long bias. Crude's come a long way since the summer when it was at 650, right? So here we have crude up here, 47 and change, continuing to push higher. So again, just like with the S&P, we'd like to see this pull back. We'd like to get in at a little better rate. So if we can see the market pull back, making lower highs and lower lows, then we'll play a breakout of the previously closed lower high. For those that are just playing breaks, obviously up here around this 47.50 certainly is a good spot to look for just a straight breakout. For those looking at bounces, if you're just looking at a pullback and you want to get in a specific area on a pullback there, you could look at this 46.85 area right down here, 46.90, as a potential bounce zone. But those are tough, right? Because you've got to buy into a falling market sentiment. So that's why I like the BTX method, because it's a combination of those two, where you're letting the market pull back, but then you're also letting it go back in the direction of that current market trend. That market bias has been identified by using the multiple moving averages here in order to identify, in order to say, hey, okay, we've pulled back, but now we've got price moving back in the direction of our confirmed bias. So that gives us a little more confidence in going back long again, right? So anyway, a couple ways to look at it, but it is what it is. Over on the gold side of things, we're back into a short bias, 4 hours short, 30-minute is short. So we'd continue looking for short trading opportunities. What that looks like here is just the inversion of what we're doing in the S&P and in crude. We'd like to see the market push higher, making higher lows and higher highs, and then we'll play a short as it breaks back down in the direction of that trend, breaking down below the close of a previous higher low, right? So there it is. Gold, little bit interesting here on gold. We've broken some key levels. For gold, even though it would be counter trend, if we did push up here and we broke back above this 1835 area, 1836, that might be an opportunity to look long on gold. Would be a breakout of 1835. But the overall market bias is short. So we look for short opportunities, doing exactly what we just said, which is letting the market pull back here a bit, and then looking to go short from there. All right, so that's it. Under 5 minutes. I did it. I did it off to a start. So you guys have a great day.